A little too much vodka in this.
Hi, all, you made that?
4 a.m. rising and sober. Running through my city and I pray to God that he sends blessings in my life a little sooner. Only thing that's going right is this driver at the light with this 4 a.m. ride in a Uber. Yeah, they don't understand what I'm going through. Yeah, feel like my heart's been broken too. Only time we get to talk's when I'm cruising through.
Yeah, a little too much. We are back. There's a lot going on in UK battle rap. Holy.
Ricky. Just want to stop this real quick because I made this before the announcement. If you go check the timestamps at the end of the video, you should see your boy talking about the big announcement. Plug 4. Incredible announcement. New Jersey Twork versus Shotty Horror. So go, if you want to go straight to that, the timestamp will be below. Thank you. Enjoy.
So let's cut the fat. Let's get right into it. Start off with Don't Flop. Don't Flop, man. They've just had their 1 rounder event that's happening soon. Probably the end of the month it's happening. Looks like a decent enough card. I just hate that it's the 1 rounders. Your Dialect's return on a 1 rounder. Free Will versus Lazy in 1 rounder. Colt International 1 rounder. I wish it was 3 rounds. That's all I'll say, and I'm not going to judge 1 rounds on who will win because they're 1 rounders. I'm glad to see that Don't Flop are starting off their year calendar. A lot of big things. They're talking about their big birthday bash at the end of the year, but it's a 15 year or something like that. Something mental. So it should be a big event then. Like, UK battle rap, man, it's on its way, man. It's last year was the renaissance. This is now where we gather our money. This is where we earn from our riches, you know. Like, UK battle rap is back. We can't discredit the scene. The scene is back and it's strong. The end of the year is going to be looking crazy. I'll put everything on that. Everything. I have no shoe in the race. I have no idea what's going on. But the end of the year, I'd say December, November is going to be nuts. Man, those chatter back first event. I like that the first event is a lot of their own battlers and putting plates on. I look forward to getting the VOD, man. But Surfer Return versus Georgia Roots is tough. That's tough. If I'm to make a guess on who wins that, that's Georgia Roots for now. But if Surfer's back in action, there's a lot of people who'd want to see him battle in the new age, man. And Frost vs Villain is a great battle. Frost, my boy, he's got that, but Villain's cold, and he's back, so good event, man. I'll be looking forward to when they release the pay-per-view for it, because I do like supporting Nose Chat in particular. I like supporting their league. I really want to go to an event at some point. My calendar is going to be fucking crazy by the end of the year, so likelihood's pretty low, but I'm really desperate to go one of them. So let's talk Premier Battles. Match day 2, man. Koji, how you pulled that off, I don't know, but respect to you, Koji, because you pulled off a robbery.
Cause you are faking tough, and I'm gonna take his bluff. Gladly jab speed to get his face lit up. Gladly jab speed to get his face lit up. Oh, fuck. Keep going. Real way. Perfect. Go. Now I'm joking. You see the way his face lit up? Yeah. He's getting cooked. It's done. This is done.
Shit. Like, our whole UK battle rap god tier is all over the place now. Shotty Horror, Shuffle T, now this. If in God's green earth, if Moke beats Tony D, this is all over the place. Let Soul lose to a Georgie Roots. It's all over the place completely. But already, you know, the levels are starting to be set where everyone's a bit more in the same, because everyone can do what everyone else can do. It's really interesting. But Koji, man, you swiped one from Gemini, and I gotta give you credit, especially a Gemini that was cooking. Them first 2 rounds, if that was anyone else against Gemini, they wouldn't have got that. Because Gemini was attacking, really attacking, man. It was fire. Fire battle. That whole event, match day 2, was fire. Reverse and Crow, great performances, you know, and like Black T and Trubs, man. Even Trubs, Mr. Undefeated, he took one.
Is inviting because everybody has a plan to get punched in the mouth. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me? Yo, everybody has a plan to get punched in the mouth. These man be talking the maddest shit. Mad arrogance, this super analyst, 4 patterns, zapping around, flashing, planning his attack like some battle rapping anime protagonist. Trying to break down black like mixed marriages. No offense.
In Black T Cole with it, like Moken visual, Bully visual is my favorite person. Like, that's a great archetype. He just it's like Stone Cold with the cans, you know, like he's not a heel, but he's an asshole, and I fuck with it heavy. A great card through and through. Carlton beating Gast as well. Celeste beating Kicknelly. Like, there was a lot going on. Great card. Like, Scoop and Arc, I wish was better, but I feel like it being at the start of the event, the energy was a bit off. But you get what you get with it. Let's talk match day 3. May as well make predictions on it all now, eh? May as well go through the whole card. Yunnan and Bobby Rex. Now, this is a tough challenge for Yunnan in particular. And I say that because he has Mackenzie 2 weeks before the event. 2 weeks. So not only has he got a rematch that from a battler who's he's developed into one of the most intimidating characters in battle rap right now from when you battled him. You've also then have this plucky little Scottish fucker who goes crazy every battle in a 2 week. You have so much on your plate. If you go through both of these guys, and after having your Battle of the Year contender versus Bizzo, like, to me, you are number 1 for UK Battle of the Year. Number 1 right now. Like, I don't. If you beat them both, and if it's convincing, and you take the points, and it's like there's no disparity about it, no discrepancy, you know, you take it, you're in the lead. So for Bobby and Yunnan, who I think is going to win this, I think Yunnan might pull it off, or he puts more of the pressure on this battle versus Bobby than he does versus Mackenzie by mistake. Because Bobby, out of the two, Bobby is the higher name. So you're going to put all your best material for Bobby, realistically. Unless it's so direct you can't transfer the material. But I feel like what's going to happen is Mackenzie might swipe you, and then you come back with an energy to go against Bobby. I think you might get that one, and maybe Mackenzie beats you. But if you win, and you get the wins from both, as I said, UK Battle of the Year. But man, this card is nuts. Georgies versus Scoop. Meant to happen match day 1. Brought it over here. Gonna be crazy. The pressure. Scoop is active. I fuck with it. He should be active. He's... The way Scoop just is straight to the point. Patterns, boom. Haymaker. Patterns, haymaker. It's such a succinct style, and it works. It's the poetry style brought to us in a way. It's served on a platter. Here's your punchline, here's your haymaker, but let's add the spice onto it. It's such a good style, and it works in almost every single crowd. If I'm to pick a winner, I'm going with Scoop just now, because this is Georgie being back. He has Surfer real soon, and he has this Scoop battle right after. It's a toss-up, but I'm going with Scoop. This Scoop is the fucking man. Tony D and Moke. This is pressure right here from Mook. This is pressure. But you know, if this is Tony D's only battle for the year, which I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I feel like he needs to pop out for whatever this big event at the end of the year is. And if it is his only battle versus Mook, he's gonna give you everything plus the kitchen sink. He's throwing everything. So Mook needs a way of diffusing that. He needs to be able to go punch with him. He needs to do everything because Tony D, what he does is so effortless. Just succinct. It's clear. It's straight to the point. You know, it's the double meaning isn't in the wordplay and the structure. The double meaning is what he's saying to you in two different ways. The actual double meaning way. You know, the gems that you pick up afterwards, you know, like the ability of just saying, I don't need the crowd reaction, I'm gonna go, and then we catch the bar later. Like, this is the dogfight for you, Mook. I think Tony's gonna win because Tony's just that good, but this is the dogfight for you. If you come through and make it debatable, you win the battle, sir. Even if you lose, you win the battle if it's debatable because it's Tony D. And there's not really anyone that was going to go ahead and face a great Tony D. Mackenzie versus Crow. Crow has just come back from what was a good battle. It was a good battle versus Reverse. If I'm just fucking clawing this, like that's just so, it's just so chaotic. Which you did well in. You had, you know, like, and it was just unfortunate what happened in the first round. But you came back punching and doing everything. But Reverse just had the performance and the spitefulness. And you got Mackenzie, which Mackenzie as well. Yunnan, then you. That's tough. That is tough. And I do think this is your toughest battle. I'm trying to think. You've had, like, the biggest name before that was probably Mater or Bowski, maybe. Yeah, probably Mater. This is your biggest battle, without a shadow of a doubt. And you probably have bigger battles later at the end of the year because PB will want to promote you and push you. But right now, this is your biggest clash. So put in that work. I think Mackenzie go and get it because Mackenzie is a workhorse. He's always working around hip hop, writing and all that. That's like him as a person. So I have no worry that he's gonna have 3 rounds for you now, then 3 rounds for you. That's one battle I wouldn't worry about. Just from my opinion. But Crow, you fire. Just bring the best to make it as good a battle as you can. I just think that he's gonna get it. Frost a busy boy this year. Frost versus Kingsley, man. Kingsley coming off that loss versus Mackenzie. I mean, he's got the international plate that should be, by the time I upload this, is probably done on iBattle, where it's Oppa versus Rum Nitty, and I think his opponent's Bob Barker, something like that. And he's on a big card on iBattle, so salute to him for getting the opportunity after winning the whole thing. Like, against Frost, it's hard to call who's going to win this one because what Frost does well with are the battlers that take themselves super serious. And he's able to stop there and go, wait a minute, you're an idiot. That's what the diffuser type style is. You know, be able to clown them on that. Where Kingsley doesn't take himself that seriously, but does rap. I think Frost is going to get it. This is off experience and other things, but you know, Kingsley comes prepared more often. And you could have, like, for Frost, he could maybe cut off a bit of his third and have a debatable round versus Villain. I don't know if you cut off a third Frost, you have a debatable round versus Kingsley. Just off of your style and his style and whatnot. Like, I don't know if that works. Plus, you've got this 2-on-2 in September. There's so much going on UK Battle Rap, man. There is so much going on. God damn. but I don't be surprised. Like, I will not be surprised if Kingsley wins. that if there's any battle that I think is the closest, it's probably that one. Villain versus Tech. Tech's first battle of the year. Now Tech is someone who just keeps on writing. Just doesn't stop writing. So he has all these punchlines and whatnot that he's probably had in the tuck the last few months, current reference bars, whatnot, and he's a student of the craft, and he's always trying to improve. And you have Villain, the veteran, who's also would have just had the battle with Frost, and he's kind of just had the battle versus Giz, Black Tea. Like, Villain's relatively active. I've been laughed about this before. If done correctly, performance-wise, Tech should win almost exclusively off the height alone. It's not in a way that whoever's taller wins. The ability of projection across to everyone and the belittling of someone, which is kind of what battle rap is, works way better when there's such a huge height discrepancy. You know, unless Villain can flip it in a way that is staring up and being close face to face in a battle, but the way that Tech performs, I just don't know if Villain has that in him right now. The current Villain, I feel like a prime Villain takes down a Tech really easily. I'll need to see what a prime Villain is in the modern day, because he's not quite there yet. He's doing well, he's not quite prime Villain yet. And if he becomes it here, he wins, but I don't know if this is the battle that brings him back like that. The main event of match day 3. Gemini versus Rivers. Shout out Gemini. Gemini has done exactly what he needs to do this year. Be active. And he's taken nothing easy. Bobby, Koji, Rivers. Nothing short than top tier in UK battle rap. So, coming off the loss versus Koji, straight back into it. Shows the hero warrior mentality of Gemini. Just from what we thought was a calculated, I'll battle you when you're not at your best, Floyd Mayweather-y type. Because we did think that. For a while we thought that Gemini, you know, you could have said before Summer Madness that him battling Soul was probably a bit late, and, you know, like battling Yunnan in different times. You could say that at a point, but you can't say it anymore. He definitely is just battling who, whenever. And Rivers, that's a difficult opponent. Rivers has that ability to break anyone down at any time. At any time. When he decides to, I'm breaking you down. Boom. And Rivers is, of any battle rapper, I feel that Rivers is the one that takes the most notes. And as much as their own style, you can see the improvements almost every battle, or that he's tried something different. Because I remember at a point being, no shot, being a bit disappointed on how he did versus Mata. I remember feeling that and watching it live, going, this isn't the Rivers that we know. This isn't the Rivers. And whether it's versus Moke and other battles, he's just come back, he's put more energy versus Tally, and he's been able, you know, he's really up there with the best of them. It's so hard to call this one, because you have to consider that Gemini's lost, in the way that Rivers is just on an incline. Rivers wins this is massive for him. This is like, who would you give Rivers next after that? It'd have to be someone of a main event status again, because this win would be that important and that much of an impact on him as a battler and his records. And But I think for now, this is... I'm going to edge Gemini 2-1. I'm going to edge him 2-1. Rivers definitely gets around, and I hope that Gemini doesn't do anything like he did this Bobby, whether it's this grandiose concept that he thinks will work. You know, I think it was, and I feel like he's kind of thrown away a round once or twice. Like I'd say the third for Bobby, kind of a throwaway round. Nice round, kind of a throwaway for the battle. In the Koj battle, third round kind of threw that away as well, but. No throwing away rounds. I think Gemini wins this. This is everything to be an amazing battle. It'd be another one of those Battle of the Year contenders. Because what else can you expect from a battle of Gemini versus Rivers except greatness? What else can you expect? Speaking of Premier Battles, have the big September card with Sokan versus O'Shea, which I think we knew was coming. We knew it. Sokan was tweeting about it all, saying I've got one specific person in mind if I go over there and battle. And I think I remember put a tweet out versus Sokan versus Gas Buff, which went viral. But in there, yeah, he's on about there's someone in mind if I go over there, one particular person, and his style. It was going to be O'Shea. And they managed to work it out. Like, I'll do a whole breakdown of this card closer to time. It's if Sokan didn't lose to Frack in the way that he did, I think this battle will be a lot closer. And not to say against his style that he's not going to do well. You're facing the lion in the den. Like, you are attacking a female mother hippopotamus. You are attacking a female hippo defending its children. You're fucked. But if you come out there unscratched, you win, you make it debatable, it's a win for you. If you go up there, have your 3 rounds and you spit them, and the crowd reacts and it's a close battle, everyone enjoys it, it's a win for you, sir. An absolute win. But I'll talk about that card closer to time. Whoa. Outfit change. Shotty Horror, New Jersey Twork. Holy shit. What a battle. We've been on about Plug 4 going, what's going on in this event? Why is it in the steel yard? Why have I set up a payment plan to be a part of it? This is exactly why. Shotty Horror, New Jersey Twork. Are you kidding me? Like that's a monumental battle. If you haven't got no tickets or anything, if you're watching from the UK, you've got 6 months. Get yourself down from the US, get your passports, get all the shit you need. This is a monumental battle. Like, unbelievably powerful. Like, in the grand scheme of battle rap, right? Whether you have Shotty Horror, who is just the fucking man, and Twork, who is the fucking man. Like, two styles that are so similar in the energy they provide. Like watching Twork at Summer Madness 8 back then, like, I've never heard a battle rapper like it since. In Shotty Horror, the way he controls the crowd, I've never heard anything like this. Is the two elites in the world battling. No if and but about it. The two elites in the world. Unreal. And the thing is with it, right? They both have like these famous catchphrases. They both have, highlight moments in battle rap. Both garner millions of views on their own. Just incredible artists. And you can almost hear the reactions of Twork and, like remixing slogans, and Shotty Horrors trying to do a strapped in, or bounces with the crowd, and all these the trademarks are coming. This is going to be incredible, so please get your tickets. Like, if I'm right now making a prediction, first prediction, I might have to edge Twork. Like, Shotty Horror is amazing and he's the fucking man, but in the first instance, I'm edging Twork. I think Twork's an A1 Twork, assuming it's an A1 Twork, is the greatest battle rapper ever. And right now, he is returned to form, building back up. If he... Bro. Like, what has he just had? He's had Chef Trez, which... heard he beat. Haven't seen that yet. He's had NXT, Coffee Brown. You know, he's had a good battles recently that are like back to form. So this is where he can't play, and I assume that he won't. The bookies would tell you Shotty Horror win off consistency. Totally understand that. I'm just looking at the capabilities of New Jersey Twork, and I think he will edge Shotty Horror in that London crowd. But we'll talk more about that card as it gets announced. They're telling me it's a WrestleMania. Live pay-per-view will be happening as well, which only happens at the biggest events. So just keep an eye on Premier Battles. This year they're still not playing. UK Battle Rap in general, not playing. Don't Flop, end of the year, they not playing. No Loose Chat, their events now, they're not playing. Era vs Era, wait till that. They're not playing. This year, it's going to be probably the best year in Battle Rap for UK. Like, we've already had an amazing year last year. This is continuing the momentum. Thank you all for watching. Keep yourselves right. By the way, this Saga song slaps. Subscribe to the fucking channel.
Hi, all. You made that?
4 a.m. rides and it's over. Running through my city and I pray to God that he sends blessings in my life a little sooner. Only thing that's going right is this driver at the light with this 4 a.m. ride in a Uber. Yeah, they don't understand what I'm going through. Yeah, feel like my heart has been broken too. Only time we get to talk's when I'm closing through.